Knowledge is very important. Prophet of God, Salman alayhi salam, said, all you can get is get knowledge. Knowledge is everything. And we think that we have to go to universities and get degrees in order to qualify as an educated person. But that's not true. You don't have to go to college. You don't have to go to universities. There are books. Only one book you read and it can change your entire life. Even though if you can't read, there are lots of programs, lots of speeches on YouTube, on social media you can watch, and you can change your life. As John Ruskin said, education does not mean teaching people what they do not know. It means teaching them to behave as they do not behave. Most people think that they got a nice job, they're paying their bills, and why should they do anything else or anything different or take risk? But as Bob Riggs said, comfort zone is a bad place. He says, many of us have established a comfort zone in our lives. We are just coasting along, taking the path of least resistance and just getting by. This is very common and understandable attitude. We have all worked hard to get where we are, and it may seem a good place to be. The problem with this is that once we stop reaching, stretching, seeking, and risking, we actually stop growing. The comfort zone frame of mind is settling for what we are today. That may be fine today, but without continued growth, we are now all we are ever going to be. If you are in a comfort zone, beware. The danger of a comfort zone is that it doesn't hurt, and it may even feel good. Many take that to mean it's a good place to be, but it's not. A comfort zone may be what is holding you back from real growth, real accomplishment, and your potentially exciting and rewarding future. Doesn't matter what circumstances you are in. Some people wait all their life, or once children go out of school, then they will start business. They will do whatever they want to do. They will start working on their dreams, on their goals. Once they got money, once they got retired. So doesn't matter wherever you are, just start. As someone said, go as far as you can see, and when you get there, you will see how to go further. So start with whatever you have, wherever you are, just start. As Vernon Howard said, you cannot escape from a prison if you don't know you are in one. So staying in comfort zone means you are in prison. You have to take risk. You have to do something great, because God called you a masterpiece, the best creation of God. You got potential. You can do anything. You can achieve anything. And it's all about practice and taking risk. As Frank Goebel said, by nature, you and I are alike. By practice, we get wide apart. The difference between the most dissimilar character between the real achievers and non-achievers, for example, seems to arise not so much from the nature as from habit, custom, and education. So what makes people effective is their practice, their education, and their habit. So you have to change habits and take risk. As Bruce Lee said that I'm not afraid of my opponent who has 1,000 moves. I'm afraid of my opponent who practice one step 1,000 times. It's all about practice. As Napoleon Hill said, somewhere in your makeup there lies sleeping the seed of achievement, which if aroused and put into action would carry you to heights such as you may never have hoped to attain. Napoleon Hill. It's all about creating, it's all about taking risk. As someone said, professional create, immature compete. The good life is expensive. There is another way to live that does not cost as much, but it isn't any good. Spanish distiller. When you start something new, whether it's a business or any other idea, you have to remember that there is a season to sow and there is season to reap. You can't do both in the same season. So you have to be patient. When you start something new, you have to be patient and keep working, and you have to water every day your idea or whatever your plan, whatever your business is. It can't be like you wake up tomorrow and your dream will come true. You have to wait and keep working. It's a day by day process. Plus you have to believe. If you follow these, our physical senses, which are 5 physical senses. So we hear, we see, smell, taste and touch. These are our physical senses. So these are the lowest. These are belonging to our lower self, not higher self. You have to see something you can't see or feel. You can't see or feel with your body. You have to see something which can't be seen with your eyes. You have to trust. You have to believe. And start whatever your goal is. Yes, from the book, The Little Prince. It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. So whatever is important, you can't see with these eyes. You have to go beyond that. You have to believe in God. You have to look with your mind eye. But you have to shut these sensory factors and you have to go beyond that. You have to believe. You will say, oh, I got no money. I have no resources. I need people to start whatever your goals are or goal is. As God says in Quran, whatever you ask for is given. It's yours. You have to believe and start working on it. A human can achieve whatever they want, but they have to strive, they have to work for it.